my gosh, you guys. Hello, welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for being here. If you can't tell by my voice a little bit, I am recovering from being sick. Thank you to everyone who wished me well, but we're on the trail end of it, which is so exciting. I can't wait to get back to it because there are so many fun new launches coming out. I have been actually, you know, in full transparency, trying to film this video for like 2 weeks, like serious, truly 2 weeks. I think I probably filmed this like three times. There were just issues upon issues every single time, but it kind of worked out for the better because there are even more new launches. You know, I thought palettes were dead. I thought they were gone, but no, I'm wrong, okay? There are so many palettes coming out from like every freaking brand. It must have been like summer slowdown or something because we are getting into it. Tons of fun new stuff. I am so excited to get into it with you. So I don't even want to waste much more time here in the intro. So let's just get into it. You know, I think it goes without being said, strap in. It's gonna be a freaking long one, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna start with something that I feel like is exciting, although I know it's just gonna play us. I know we're all gonna get played, okay? That's what I think anyway. This is one of the newest sneak peeks that we're getting. This is for Holiday from Hourglass. There are 4 palettes here instead of just 3. They did 3 last year, and they all have the animals on them, and these are gonna be their face palettes. I am not usually into the face palettes. I feel like over the years, they're just not like enough for me, or they're all too similar, and now I'm finally like into this type of makeup. But even last year, there wasn't one that called to me, okay? There wasn't enough difference between the blushes that were in some palettes, whatever. But this year, I mean, they were stunning last year. The outside cases, oh, they tried to get me. They really tried to get me last year, and I held off. This year, though, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to resist. I can't wait to see what's in these babies, but I will say, what's it gonna be? The same shit. We know it's gonna be. We know it's gonna be the same stuff. So I don't know. I am excited, though. I think that they're really doing a great job on packaging here, adding some excitement to these palettes that are the same freaking thing every single year. So I'd love to know your guys' thoughts. Which one's your favorite? I'm like literally into all of them. I love the snake, you know, I love the snake, but I also do love the owl too. Something about it being monochromatic. I love the jellyfish. I love the leopards, cheetahs. What are we calling those? I'm not sure. But I just think that they're really beautiful, and yeah, I mean, have me excited. It's, you know, the anticipation of the launch is sometimes the funnest part. We'll see what actually happens when they crack those babies open, because I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of disappointment in the air, and I'm trying to like brace myself for that now and not just get excited only for packaging. I mean, beautiful packaging can be beautiful, and I do love that, especially as of lately. I've been enjoying some nice packaging, but I want what's inside to like mean something too. And I think this whole first part is going to be talking about palettes. When I first was going to film this video, the new thing was the I Need a Nude palette from Natasha Denona. I think I hadn't even like gotten it or filmed my video for it. Like, that's how long this video's been in production for me. But I want to mention that I Need a Nude. I did a whole video on it. Thank you so much for all the love on it. I really appreciate that. I'm glad it was helpful for so many of you. But I have been loving this palette. I'm not actually wearing it today. I'm wearing like the Isabella palette. I'm wearing a little bit of the new Nomad palette. We'll get into all that. But I have been wearing it a lot right before I got sick. So I just think it's a beautiful palette. You guys know that. I really love it. It is almost like this shapeshifter in that it looks cool in some lighting. It looks warm in some lighting. I find it to be pretty neutral overall. If you're into things like Going Coconuts from ColourPop, I think you're gonna like this because I feel like that's also kind of a neutral palette. Like, it's not a true cool palette. And I also love all the different finishes that are in here. So many beautiful sparkly shades. Like, I truly love this palette. My favorite palette from Natasha Denona. That feels easy to say too. That feels easy to say to me. So yeah, I'm really loving it. I hope for everyone else who's gotten it, I hope you're loving it too. If you're thinking about it, I do have a code with Natasha Denona. It's affiliated. It's LMB15, saves you 15% off, but no pressure with any of my codes. I'm going to mention them throughout the video, but only you can decide what makeup works for you, what fits in your budget, what's what you actually want. So, you know, make those decisions wisely. Also, for Natasha Denona specifically, she does like a great Black Friday sale. I've talked about her Black Friday sales for years and years and years. Not sure if the I Need a Nude is going to be in there or how they're going to incorporate that if they do, but I'm just saying Natasha Denona Black Friday sales are also where it's at. So if you're looking for like a mega deal, that's definitely a good time to shop. I've shopped many, many, many of her Black Friday sales. Continuing on, I wanted to mention this from Too Faced because most of the time I wouldn't give a shit about this, to be honest. Like, sorry, but to be honest, this is the maple syrup pancakes. I believe it's at Ulta now. And first, I wanted to mention, I do think that the color story is different than a lot of the other ones we've seen. I mean, there's like the gingerbread spice, the extra spicy, pumpkin spice, pumpkin pancake. I don't know. There's a lot of different ones. And I feel like they kind of all just are like a warm palette, oranges, maybe some like pinks, some reds, and neutrals. It's just kind of all the same thing. But this one has more like almost a purple to it, a little bit of green to it. It just felt a little bit different, honestly, in color story, at least enough. You know, it's tweaked enough. I don't know if it's maple syrup pancakes. I don't know what maple syrup pancakes would be besides neutrals. So I mean, you know, would I be pleased there ever? I don't know. But just wanted to point out, I felt like the color story was different. But also, this is actually like a sad thing, I think, to me. At least from videos, I haven't seen it in store, but it looks like it's cardboard. And at least I remember the older packaging being like the tins. And, you know, I have a soft spot in my heart for collecting. I just love collecting stuff, I know. But it brings me joy, to be honest. Like, that's what I'm learning. But this isn't a tin. This is like cardboard. And in some ways, cardboard can be better. You know, I don't mind a cardboard palette. I just, when I think of the line itself, like if you were a collector and you were gonna get each of these, oh, it would just like annoy the shit out. It would annoy me so much. Like, God damn it, so close. Why is it different? So that was something that I was kind of disappointed to see. Not sure if it's been like that for a couple years now, but at least for me noticing, I saw it and I was like, oh, that's so sad. So not one I'm thinking about picking up. I haven't bought a Too Faced palette in a long time. I don't want to say it's the PBJ palette, PB&J. That's too old. Do you guys remember that? That was, oh my God. I remember when that came out. I thought it was the cutest thing ever. I genuinely can't remember the last time I bought a Too Faced palette though, so I'm not gonna break my streak right now. Not really interested, but I did think it was better than some of the other ones, or different enough. Like I was like, okay, giving different. I think they should, like, you know, it must be working. I can't, I don't know behind the scenes, okay? Let's talk about some more Too Faced though. These are smaller palettes, and again, they're in the cardboard, but these are in collaboration with Pop-Tarts. And I know I've talked a lot about collaborations, IP, all that. I did a whole video called The Curse of the Beauty Community if you want to check it out. But I feel like this is a collab that makes sense. Too Faced, literally, like maple syrup pancakes, Pop-Tarts, totally makes sense. They do a lot of these cutesy food themed things, and I feel like the you know, color stories match. So there's brown sugar cinnamon, there's frosted strawberry. They're cute enough, don't get me wrong, but I don't know, 8 shades, $27 felt a little expensive. I don't know if it's just because it's over that 25 and I'm like, meh, you know, but I know makeup is just more expensive than ever. Everything's more expensive than ever, but yeah, I thought they were okay. They're okay. I wish they were in tins, to be honest, but I'm sure it's cheaper, and in a lot of ways, cardboard is better. Okay, let's talk about a palette. I was so pumped and excited to see what the reveal of the Major Dimensions 3 palette was gonna be. And when I saw that it was matte, cried a little tear. Not really, but I was sad, okay? I know for the person that this is for the matte girlies out there, the matte lovers out there, you're probably so excited for this, and I'm happy for you. I'm glad there's a palette for you, but I just am like, what? The Major Dimensions are already half matte. Like, that's enough. That's enough. You know me, I am partial to a shimmer. I want shimmers. I love an all shimmer palette, if anything. So I'm definitely not gonna get this one, unfortunately. I was really, really hopeful that we were gonna get like a cool toned palette. I was hoping we'd get like taupey, minky bronzes, maybe even going a little plum, a little cool purple or something in there, you know, half matte, half shimmer with those creams on the ends. Like, I was so excited, but instead, more of these mattes. So yeah, I mean, I like the formula. I have the other 2 Major Dimensions palettes, but this one I'm gonna skip on just because I know myself. I know I'm not gonna use it. I have an insane collection, love my collection, but I have these mattes for sure, and I just don't feel like I'm gonna get the use out of this enough. I'd rather have a quad of mattes. Again, I just don't use them nearly as much as I do shimmers, so it doesn't make sense to me to have this full on palette. If I were doing makeup artistry on people, I think this would be so great. I definitely could see myself really loving it for that. Let's talk about this baby. Okay, Urban Decay Naked Metal Mania. I mean, I guess I'm not shocked to see a naked palette out there. Urban Decay's still hanging on to them. It's weird that I feel torn. I think I've been having a lot of nostalgia lately for the naked palettes for some reason. Like, I've just been like, man, I wish I could see them all next to each other. I wish I could swatch them. Like, I've been thinking that a lot. And then having this new one kind of like reminded me like, oh, but I don't know about like, but that, why that? And it sucks because the reality of it is this is just a neutral palette with a pop of a yellow gold and like a pinky purple fuchsia. Like, that's the reality, okay? It's some matte blacks. That's what it looks like anyway. I'm just going off of what I see here. I do love two colors. There's this beautiful minky bronzy taupey shade, and there's also like a more cooler, like silvery rosy color that also has me excited. But otherwise, it's all shit we've seen from Urban Decay. It's all the things we've seen in naked palettes. It's pretty much neutral, but then it has that really yellow gold and has that really like fuchsia pinky purple, and also a silver, like an icy silver. It clashes with the outside container. I know they're going for Metal Mania, and I don't mind the stars on the outside, but the colors of the stars on the outside with the colors of the inside, they just don't go. Like, why not make one of those stars the pinky purple fuchsia that's in here? Why do a red and why do a pink when there's not a red or a pink in the palette? Like, why? There's no blue, but the blue's in there. The only thing, the yellow, I guess. I don't know. I just feel like they tried to make it clashy. I don't understand. I also love the idea of Metal Mania, and I've kind of gotten over the years that they're just going to use a naked name. And, you know, I kind of get it as a business. It's your namesake. It's like, people know you for it, so you want to ride that wave. Okay, fine. And I don't mind Naked Wild West, you know, Naked Ultraviolet, whatever, all the things we're going to do. I've gotten over it. But for the Metal Mania, we could have just gone all shimmer. Like, I can imagine these like really rich, like liquidy, metally, like foiled shadows and just have them in all these beautiful colors. And maybe for the shimmers that are in here, that's the formula. Maybe that is what it's giving in the shimmers that are in here. I don't know. We'll need to see it in person. I would love to swatch this thing. I don't think I'm gonna get this. Like, I'm not drawn to this palette initially, but I don't know. I just feel weird about this. Let me know your thoughts. I look at this and go, what? Some of the decisions, you know, are just a little odd. But then you look at the swatches, take out the packaging, and it's like, oh yeah, just neutrals. Like, it's really like not anything that crazy. And I've been loving the little palettes that have been coming out, the naked minis. You know, I've been liking those. So I've been into the formula of Urban Decay. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on that, guys. I'm really trying to make sure I don't get the white line. Like, I probably already look a little sick and like I sound a little sick. I tried to like amp it up first time putting on like a full face of makeup in a while, but I'm not gonna get the white ring. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Which I guess this can bring us into our next topic, because I've been loving these Kidos lip glazes. Untamed Glow Glossy Lip Glaze. Okay, Skinny Dip is the one I'm wearing with the Makeup Forever on the outside. These feel so good, so cushiony, so plush. I love them. I love the weightedness of the packaging. It feels expensive. I know this Alma Viva palette or collection. Why am I saying palette? There's a couple different palettes. The Alma Viva collection from Kidos, I was a little underwhelmed with overall. Not necessarily as its own thing, because when I look at it on its own, it's beautiful. It's stunning. It's because of the rest of the catalog of the brand. And I don't know how fair that is. You'll have to let me know what you think, but I want a little bit more than these purpley tones and these kind of like gray tones. We've been doing it with Smoky Nostalgia. I feel like even for the Night of Creation, it was a little bit like that too. So, you know, I was hoping we would get maybe some different colors or just a different vibe, and it just felt very similar when it came to the quads. Although the quads are great quality. I have them. I have a video. Check that out. I swatch everything and all of that. But, you know, they are different too. They're not exact dupes to anything that's come out, but I just wanted a little bit different. Even if the quality's there, even if they're great on their own, it's just kind of like, oh, I wanted something a little bit new. When it came to the blushes, I felt like those were a little bit light. I feel like they're trying to do like a K-beauty style thing, which, you know, if that's what they want to do, okay. And they do have other blushes, but again, just weren't bringing me in 100% with those. But these lip products, these are such a star, and I really hope that people don't overlook these specifically. shade. If you want a gloss that feels like a liquid balm, they have some really great colors. They have one that's like a translucent kind of black gray that has silver sparkle, and it's so beautiful. Like, I'm telling you, great quality. They're $16 a piece, which I feel like is a great price. They are weighted, they feel expensive, and I really wish that with this collection, we just got the lip products. Like, I don't think we needed everything in here. I feel like the quads and I feel like the blushes are kind of taking away the spotlight from the lip products, which really deserve some shine. They're beautiful and I really love them. So wanted to mention that here because I didn't do a full Kaleidos video, and I know I've done that in the past, but I did put it in a video. So if you want to see swatches and you missed that, I will leave that down below, but I definitely highly recommend the lip products for sure. Okay, this is a collection that as soon as I saw it, I was like, I'm gonna get it. I think I'm getting that. So I did buy this stuff. This is the Moonstone collection from Bobbi Brown. Not sure if this is gonna be holiday or not, but first off, I wanted these little single shadows. I am a single shadow fiend lately. I know you've seen it. I'm over here buying these insanely priced single shadows, and I get it. I know. I hate it. I hate it myself. But I also love it. Okay, I do also love it. And to me, these little single shadows, they're like little pots of treasure. They're like these singular little pods of just joy, and I just love them. I just freaking love them. Okay, I do. And so when I saw that there were 3 new shades, I believe these are all new coming out in this collection, I wanted to pick them up. I initially started my love of the Bobbi Brown single shadows with this one here. This was, I don't know what collection it was a part of, but it's Opal Moonstone. And this was right when I was on the transition of getting out of as much color and going to more neutrals and just kind of feeling those vibes out. And so when I first had this, I was like, it's not, whatever. It's not much, it's whatever. Now I love this thing. So glad I never decluttered it. So glad I didn't get rid of it. When I think back to how I thought this wasn't special, I'm like, are you kidding me? This thing is beautiful. Like, I love it so much. And so this, along with also, I bought this year from Bobbi Brown, the Luxe Eyeshadow Quad for Lunar New Year. And it, again, a stunning palette. These have like 4 different single shadows, but in one palette, which really helped with price. I think this was like $55, still a lot of money, but each of these is like $40 a piece. So when you calculated that, what do people call that? Girl math? When you calculate it like that, it's way cheap. It's so cheap. Anyway, so I wanted to get all of the single shadows, so I did, and I'm excited to try this out. Haven't tried them yet. And then I also got the palette that's in here. This one, we'll see how I feel about it because it does have like a highlighter in the middle, but that highlighter is pretty yellow golden, and I don't know if it's gonna work for my skin tone, so that'll be interesting. But you know, I just was like, it looks so pretty. Like, just the look of this collection, this kind of pastel, like interstellar, celestial, I guess we'll say, thing. I loved it. I just think it's so pretty. And that outside is one of those like water things where the gold like moves around. Oh, stunning. So pretty, so pretty. So I'm hoping I love the shadows in there. Really, that quad I got from Bobbi Brown convinced me, like, I'm gonna get this one, see if I like it, and then we'll go from there in, you know, future collections, like what I'm actually gonna do. So I picked that up. I'm excited to share it with you. I for sure will be showing it on Instagram, hopefully soon. So yeah, if you want to see like detailed stuff, Instagram's where to go for me. The rest of the stuff in the collection, I think, is a lot of re-promoted shades and maybe limited edition packaging. So that wasn't as exciting for me, but I really love too that one of the single shadows in here, Cosmic, is like this green seafoam mint color. I really just wanted to see what that was about. So I picked quite a bit up from that collection. I have a few other collections too though, guys, that are getting me. Okay, this one from Lancome, this is a holiday collection. It is available currently, and spoiler, spoiler, am I a clown? Will it be good? We'll see. I did pick up this palette. This is in collaboration with the Louvre, and I really wanted this eyeshadow palette. Initially, when I looked at this, like, I just loved the outside. I thought it was just marble, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like, it's a statue's face. I love this so much. The inside, it's all shimmers. You guys know I love that. These look like they're gonna be soft, like really easy, natural tones for me to wear, but then there's like a fun green. So I am really excited. I was tempted to get the bullet lipsticks too, but I knew that was like literally just for packaging, and I was like, no girl, no. We want our makeup to be beautiful, but I am still of the mind that I wanna use it. Like, I wanna use my beautiful makeup. I don't want it just to stay pristine. You can do whatever you want. If you like doing that, I love that for you. But I do want to use the expensive makeup that I buy. I want to like love it for the beautiful thing it is and love it on my eyeballs and on my face as the beautiful thing that it's making me too. I love that. That being said, this little quint was $89. $89. I know, I didn't misspeak. I bought it. I bought that. I love the pressing in it though. I'm excited. We'll see how it is. I did it for us, okay? I thought some of you guys might want to see what it actually looks like, and I think it'll be interesting to see if I think it's worth it once I have it in my hands and all that. Usually I don't like go out for those things, so we'll see how it actually is in person. This other collection, you guys, another one that I am just sitting on the fence. It launches literally tomorrow. It's from Flower Nose, and it is the Swan Ballet series collection. This is the epitome of just beautiful, 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 beautiful packaging, okay? I think it's so intricate and ornate and girly and just is all the vibes. I really, really love it, and I want to pick up a couple of pieces. I've like toyed with the idea of getting the whole, I don't think I'll actually do that because I don't know how much I'd actually wear. I know this would for sure, like I'm thinking of Instagram. I'd love to like show off really beautiful pictures of it and videos of it on Instagram. So I know that's part of it and I'm okay with that, but there's just so much in this collection. Let's talk about the eyeshadow palettes. There's 3 different ones. All of them look stunning. Look at this outer detail to this stuff, okay? And then the insides of the palettes look really pretty as well. Don't get me wrong. But it really is about the whole vibe. It's a light makeup look and I love it. The lipsticks look beautiful. There's even perfumes in this thing. There's brushes. There's like little glittery liquid eye products, like even the handheld mirrors I'm interested in. I'm literally interested in all of it. It's so pretty. I've wanted to order from this brand for a while. I've seen other collections. There was like a mermaid one that came out, I think the most previous one, but even before that, there's like a circus one. There's like all these really cute collections from them and they all go this way. Very ornate, very beautiful, and I don't know, the Swan Ballet one might be the one to get me. I just really love the look of it. And again, I do really enjoy a cute little packaging and a cute little product lately. I've just been letting myself find so much joy in that. Okay, we're gonna take a break from palettes for just a second. Let's talk about some other things. This is something I definitely want to try from Glow Recipe. You guys know I love Glow Recipe skincare. Some of my favorite stuff to use on my skin, and this is a new serum. It's the Pomegranate Peptide Firming Serum. I want to give it a go. I really love, I think my favorite is like the watermelon line. I love the dewdrops. I love the like just moisturizer. Those are so, so good. RIP to the banana souffle moisturizer. Loved that thing. That's gone. But ooh, I've also really been loving the hyaluronic acid plum plump stuff. I recently have been trying that. Love, love, love the hyaluronic acid serum. Love the cream. I think those are really great. So I really want to try this serum out for sure. I mean, anything new from Glow Recipe, I want to give a try. Although I don't love everything. There are some products and serums I'm like, they're okay. The strawberry one that came out, it's just okay. Even the new like primer, I really wanted to love that and I don't know if I do. So yeah, that I want to try though. There's some new blushes coming out from Cali Ray. These are the Social Super Bloom Lip and Cheek Blushes. These are like a stain and they're kind of like serum-y looking. They remind me of the NARS ones that came out. I mean, this in general is kind of a popular blush style currently, and you know, I feel like I'm kind of safe from these types of blush launches. I love me a blush, but these serum-y ones, these more liquidy ones, they just don't work as well on my skin. I find that these work best on like very, very, very minimal makeup, like base makeup, and I try my best to do as little base makeup as I can, but I don't know. I find that these just show a lot of my redness off, and maybe if my skin naturally had a more even tone, I'd like them more. I don't know. I'm putting a lot on something I've never tried before. Like, I have not tried these out. Maybe these are amazing. Maybe these don't get patchy. Maybe these look so great. But a lot of these formulas also, I feel like, rely on the dew of the actual product, and it's just not as much what I love. I love a cream, you know, that's in like a compact or even a stick. So so I don't think I'm gonna pick those up. But speaking of new cream blushes that came out, so exciting, from Persona. They came out with 2 new dream sticks, one in the bronzer, one in the blush. The guava is beautiful. It's the blush I'm wearing today. I'll put up a swatch of my swatches of it because I did get sent these. Really loving guava. I think that one is so pretty. I really feel like they were missing a shade like this, so I'm so glad that they launched this. I really love guava, okay? I feel like Teddy, you guys know I love Teddy. I really love Jam as well. The limited edition Bloom one, I felt like it had just a little bit too much of like a white base to it, and I feel like that's why guava really hits the spot for me, because it doesn't have as much of that like kind of pastelness to it. So just so stunning, really nice, warm and beautiful. And then Mojave is the lightest bronzer now, which is a little more neutral, not nearly as orange or like warm as Dune was. And Dune was the one I would use back in the day, but I used Mojave today and I'm liking that a lot. It's a lot easier for me on my skin tone, so really happy with these. I do have a code with Persona. It is Lauren May 10. If you're interested, that'll save you 10% off. But always so exciting when Persona launches stuff. I feel like they don't launch stuff all the time. They really take their time with what they're going to come out with, and I'm really happy they added guava specifically, like guava especially. Let's go back to palettes. Okay, this from Anastasia. We don't even know what the inside's gonna be, but this is a sneak peek for fall. It's called Fall Romance, and it'll be interesting to see what's actually in here. Again, you know, the kind of tease of it all is very exciting, but once it gets cracked open, will it be what we hoped? I don't know. I haven't been excited for an Anastasia release in a while, and so yeah, I mean, I'm interested to see what's on the inside, and we'll see. Definitely fall vibes. I'm definitely getting excited for fall. I mean, I am still trying to just enjoy the last bits of summer here, but I can't wait to get over this freaking sickness. So annoying. It was a pretty bad, I mean, let's get off. Let me just chat here for a second. But it was pretty bad, guys. Like, I was definitely sick. And I'm so lucky that Sam never got sick at all the whole time. And he took amazing care of me. Love my baby. But he really took care of me. Like, I actually needed it. I was very feverish for a few days. And then the worst part of all of it, you guys, my throat. I don't know how to explain to you how horrible it felt to swallow. The absolute pain and agony I was in just to swallow. I had to brace myself to swallow every single time because it hurt that bad. I literally felt like my whole throat had road rash, and then I was drinking acid. Okay. It was absolutely horrible. So anyway, I'm feeling so much better. At least now I don't have any of those symptoms. I'm literally just like stuffed up. I'm still lethargic. I still don't feel 100, but you know, I will take it. This is like a million times better. When you're really sick, you know you're sick when it's like, that's the only thing that matters. You know what I mean? Like that kind of sick where, I mean, it's just out of the question you could even do anything. No. That's how you know. And so it just feels good to finally at least be able to like, you know, possibly do something else. Anyway, the Anastasia palette, let me know your thoughts or what you think is going to be in there. I think it'll be like plum, but it'll be neutral. You know, it'll be pretty, but will it be pretty enough to buy? I don't know. There are a lot of indie palettes coming out. This one from Nomad, this is the, I think it's called the Ghost Town USA palette. I mean, I have it, and that's what I think, but then Trend Mood is saying Golden Grit. I think it's called the Ghost Town USA. Anyway, really pretty palette. I used a little bit of it today. There's this really pretty gray shadow, matte shadow. Here I am talking shit about mattes this whole time, but that matte gray shadow in there, so pretty. And also there's some like really pretty shimmers. This is the first time I got sent this in PR, so first PR from Nomad. I do have a code with them. It's LMB10 if you want to shop. It's affiliated. All my codes are usually affiliated. All my links are usually affiliated down below. If I can do it, I do that. Anyway, I was a little nervous. I didn't know what the color story of this was going to be, obviously, initially, but once I got it, I was so happy it was half neutral and half colorful. So I feel like it has a little bit for everyone. I love the tones are a little muted, and it's a spooky palette, which gets me excited for just spooky season in general. You know, I'm a spooky girl at heart. Like, I talk about this a lot, but I am a Nightmare Before Christmas girl. Like, I'm a little alternative. I'm a little alternative, you guys. So anyway, I was excited for this, and I think it's a really pretty palette. I've only tried it a few times. I'm telling you, I was gonna like do a video. I was gonna, can't, got sick. Now I'm just like we'll see what actually even happens while I'm still recovering. But so far the times I've used it, I think it's really pretty, and I really liked the color story. And it just got me so excited more than anything too for the other spooky stuff coming out. I definitely know there's gonna be some spooky stuff coming out, which is so exciting. And I don't know, I love this time of year. Holiday time, getting into holiday, it is so fun. And I feel like all these new launches happening really are, you know, reminding me, oh yeah, that was just summer. Summer's for us to go have fun and not worry about makeup, not do any of that. And then we get into holiday and we're like, yes, the good stuff starts coming out. Anyway, this is a little spooky collab. This is Profusion and Casper. Now, this is cute as hell. I think this is cute. And you know, this is where it is. An IP collab's right for who it's right for. And I don't know if I'm gonna pick any of this up, but I love the little Casper mirror. I think that's so cute. The Casper bag is so cute. I mean, just a little ghosty guy on there. Love that. I don't know about the brushes and everything else, but I do think this is cute. And I've never seen Casper. Has there been a Casper? Is this, by golly, is this a new one? Is this a new IP I haven't seen before? I think maybe. I don't think I've seen it, so I think that's kind of fun. Love that it's spooky. Just in general, again, I'm kind of like partial to it. Have you seen this palette, you guys? This is from Kosas. This is the Undressed palette. It's basically all matte, but there's one shimmer in here, and I wasn't expecting this from Kosas, to be honest. I don't love it because it's matte. I mean, we've established that's just not for me. I would have loved to see Kosas come out with like cream shadow sticks. I feel like that is so on trend right now. Everyone's coming out with cream shadow sticks and I love it. I'm eating it up. I'm like, please give me more. But this matte eyeshadow, I'm like, you know, what happened to the 10-second eyeshadows? You remember those? 10-second eyeshadows? Liquid eyeshadows? 10 seconds to disaster. That's how they were for me anyway. But I don't know. I was kind of surprised that this came out. It's just mattes. I know people love mattes and I know people want like a natural look and mattes will get you that. So I get that it's popular and I know people like it and I'm happy for them. I just don't want that personally. Like, I don't need that neutral. I don't need that staple. And I think for the people that need those staples, I'm glad they exist. It's not tempting me, which is sometimes good. Sometimes I don't need to be tempted by the new makeup and I'm okay with that. Lots of holiday kind of luxury things going on. And I know I talked about a lot that I did get, I bought, but these three, no. Easy passes. This one from Givenchy, no, don't like it. Don't like the 9-pan. I mean, it's pretty colorful. It has some like rich tones, the berries, the purple, kind of golden color. Okay, I don't want it. I don't want it at all. I'm not even tempted. Don't even want to look a second way at it. So that's nice. No, thank you. From Guerlain, this collection's very animal print, gaudy, pretty. I do think it's pretty, and for the people who like this, I love that. The quad itself, again, colorful, and a lot of the times, you know, we want more than neutrals. I don't want more than neutrals here. I want the neutrals. I don't want that. Just personally, you know what I mean? I just don't want 4 shadows of those. I'm not going to wear it. Really. Too much. I'm not going to wear it too much, enough to have it. Love the outer pack. I do think the outer packaging is cute. Not my personal style a ton, but I think it could be pretty. I get it. It's very holiday to me, but easy pass, which we love to see. We love to see it because I can't get all of them. And then same with this Clea de Peau. I do like the outer packaging of this. This is, what's the collection name? It just says 2023 on here. I don't know. Anyway, it's cute. I do like the outer packaging. It's kind of almost like under the sea, but very blues and like cool tones, like snowish, but it kind of looks sea-ish. I don't know. Anyway, lipsticks, never tempted. The quad, it is neutral, but again, not tempted by this one. It reminds me of a Charlotte Tilbury quad that came out a couple holidays ago with that gold and the pink and the bronze. Like, I literally have this quad from Charlotte Tilbury and the packaging on that thing was so stunning, so beautiful. Like, I don't need this. No, thank you. And also, I mean, I get the subtle beauty of stuff, but these swatches, not selling me. Not selling me. No, thank you. So, if you were wondering, like, man, Lauren's buying everything. I'm not buying those. I'm not buying those. No, thank you. I don't want those. Let's talk about these Merit cream eyeshadows. Again, I kind of wish Merit came out with the sticks. I just feel like that's a better form right now overall, but these are all matte, so I'm kind of like, okay. I get though a matte base on an eye can be really pretty. They're the solo shadows and they also came out with a brush to apply them. There's a lot of different colors. I like the more neutral ones. I'm like, maybe I'll try one, but they're just not that exciting, and I just don't know if I actually like them. And I've also heard like mixed things, so I'm just like, I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass, you know? I think I'm gonna pass on those. Okay, these eyeshadow singles, guys, oh, stunning, from Glam and Atrix. These are the Glimmering Creatures Single Sparkly Metallic Eyeshadow Bundle. All of them are neutral. They're all so sparkly. Glam and Atrix has some of the best, I feel like, shimmers out there, especially in the indie world, all that. I love their shimmers. So for these to be little pots of treasure from Glam and Atrix, love it. They are sending me these, so I'm so excited. I will definitely show these off, let you guys know what I think about them, but they look so pretty, so exciting to see. Not only single shadows like in compacts, like I know obviously indie brands do single shadow like loose pans. I have a ton of them. You might too, but having them in the eyeshadow cases, I actually use them so much more, and they become like this self-sufficient little thing that I can pack in my bag. I think just traveling a lot this summer, I've really enjoyed having the actual just compact, and it feels like safer in there too. They're not cracking around and all that. So I'm so excited for that. So not only it has its own case, but then the colors are like neutrals. Indie brands don't do neutrals very often. I feel like, you know, they do the fun colors that brands aren't doing, which is what, you know, is so exciting about them. But these have me excited, like so excited. So I can't wait to get those little pots of treasure, you guys, little pots of treasure. Okay, there's tons of concealers. I swear to you, if they're not coming out with like holiday sneak peeks, then they're coming out with a concealer right now. Tower 28 has some concealers. This is the Swipe Serum Concealer. I've been enjoying this. I got sent this in PR. I use it in that video where I used the Kidos, you know, collection. So check that out if you want to see it. I've been enjoying it so far. I definitely need to keep testing. I like 2.0 BH the most on me currently, but it'll be interesting to see as my tan kind of fades away for summer if I like the 1.0 shade better, but it's nice. It's really nice. I've been liking the HD Skin one from Makeup Forever. I also got the High Glam from Natasha Denona, which is very full coverage, and I've been enjoying that too. I use that more over my whole face because it's a little bit dark. I need to get a lighter shade, but it's very full coverage, a very creamy, a little bit thicker, but it really holds up. I love that about it. It really feels like it holds up from my oils, which is nice. I've been doing a lot of the dewy stuff, the lightweight skin tints, whatever, and I love that look initially, and I like how natural my skin looks, but you know, when we look at my skin in 3 hours, it's definitely looking a little greasy unless I'm like really maintaining it and managing it. Whereas I feel like the Natasha Denona, when I use it all over my face, it held up so well. Anyway, but there's a new one from Makeup by Mario. I didn't love the foundation, so I'm kind of like, I don't know if I'm gonna get that one, but I know that's like a big release because the foundation was pretty popular, I believe. I know there's more concealers. Oh, the one I was so excited for, the House Labs. That's one I want. It was sold out in my shade, or the shade I think I'm gonna be, on Sephora. They did like a pre-release or something. Anyway, I really want to try this. It looks, or from what I've heard, it's thicker than, you know, people are expecting. I wanted to be like, it's thicker than a Snicker, but it's thicker than people are expecting, but I want to try that really bad. So that's the concealer kind of next on my list personally. I think it sounds great. I love the Triclone foundation, so I'm pretty sure, I don't know, I just have high hopes. I have really high hopes that concealer is going to do well for me. There's also just a lot of complexion in general though. This from MAC, the Studio Radiance Serum Powered Foundation. It's interesting. I don't know if I'm going to pick this one up. I never really wore a ton of MAC foundations, so I don't know like my color and stuff, but I want to try it. I love the lightweight overall foundations. Like, as much as I just complained about skin tints and all that, I want to just find those right ones for me. And I'm also really excited we're getting into winter and like we're going to be getting into fall to see how those sit on my skin, because you know, just during summer it's so hot and I just feel like I'm more oily, whereas like winter the oils really help because it's dry out, it's cold out, and sometimes those more glowy products really work nice. It's a nice little balance. So I'm excited to see how many of my like skin tints really come through, I feel like, in the winter when I'm drier. Anyway, Eavesdrop Tint Stick from Fenty. This was kind of like an interesting launch, wasn't expecting it. Still haven't tried the Eavesdrop liquid foundation, whatever the hell, so I'm behind, obviously, since it's been out for a long time. So I don't know which one would be better for me. I used to beg brands to come out with stick foundations. I only wanted to wear stick foundations, and I think I'm kind of past that phase, to be honest. Like, Like, I like something with a little more moisture just to get it on my skin. It's a little bit easier, but I would try it out. I don't know. I haven't bought it. I don't know when I'd buy it. I just feel like I have so many complexion, and I feel like it's been difficult. I talk about this a lot, but it's been difficult just to kind of like figure out what the fuck my skin tone is during summer, when I've been in the sun, when I haven't. Like, it's just been all over the place, and especially since being sick too, I'm like, what is going on? I don't even know. So yeah, it was just easier when I was on tone always. Okay, anyway, let's finish this off. What else is there to talk about? Oh, these I really didn't like the look of, from Glowish, which is like a Huda Beauty sister brand. These are little lip products. There's also some quads, but we're only gonna focus on the super jelly lip balms. There's 4 different ones. I just felt like these look cheap as hell. So cheap. And they kind of look like the MAC ones, but they don't look like as hydrating. So I just didn't love them. I don't love the look. Like, she looks like she's struggling to put them on her lips. So I'm not gonna get those. And I just, you know, we're talking about packaging being beautiful. This is the opposite. This is like, it's just looking cheap. And let me look a price. They're $21. $21 for that. That looks like a Maybelline Baby Lips, okay? And I am not paying that for that. Sorry. No, thank you. Bye. A cheap little lip product that I am interested in, though, from Essence Makeup. These are just like little juicy, squeezy tube things that kind of look like the juicy tubes from Lancome. I would try those out. They're $2.99. Great price. You know, I feel like they're using the kind of cheapness to their advantage. They look still nice and kind of fun. So I think that's like a cute little lip release. There's some lipsticks from Kulfi, and if I were more of a lipstick girl, I would have tried these out. These are the Heirloom Satin Lipsticks, some really pretty colors. I really am just excited to see what Kulfi comes out with. I want to try the concealer. I've heard good things. So yeah, I would have loved this if I was into lipsticks more, but I just know myself, like, as much as I'm getting more into lip products, I know just the bullet lipsticks, it's not really what I love a ton. So I don't want to like get stuff that I'm gonna have to really force myself to wear. I want it to be easier than that. Anyway, what else is there? These from Fenty, so excited. These are shadow sticks, okay? Give me all the shadow sticks. I'm so glad shadow sticks are in. These look like stunning tones too. It's so many neutrals. There's mattes, but there's lots of shimmers. I think they all look so pretty. I cannot wait. I will definitely buy those. I love them on their own. I love them under any eye look I'm gonna do. So I love that it's something I can add to my routine while still using all my other eyeshadows that I like. Or I could just use it on its own too if I want to. I don't know. I love that. It's so easy to apply. When you get a good one, they are good, you guys. There's this Grease collection. This is from Makeup Revolution. It's kind of cute. I don't think I've ever seen Grease either. We got Casper, we have Grease. These are some new ones. Getting exciting. Where's Fern Gully? That's next. It's not the one for me, but I think it's fun that it's a new kind of IP. If you're into Grease, it might be the one for you. Another Fenty thing, I just keep bouncing around back to Fenty. This is just a new shade of the Lip Luminizer, the Gloss Bomb. This is Hot Chocolate Fantasy, which is shimmering, and it has like almost this duochrome thing to it. So it looks like it's gonna be that kind of burgundy golden flip. Really pretty, really pretty. I kind of like, I don't know, I'd love to hear what you guys think, but I kind of like the focus on like a singular shade addition to something, like as being a new drop. I think that can be really fun and something that's not so overwhelming and like all these new products you have to get. It's just a new shade. It's something you already kind of know. I don't know. I think it's kind of nice when that's like the new launch. I mean, there's a ton of other new launches. Hello, I just mentioned from Fenty alone, but I just thought I'd mention. Okay, this I bought, you guys, from Rhode, which is Hailey Bieber's brand. The Strawberry Glaze Peptide Lip Treatment. I want to try it. I want to try it, okay? I really do. It's not tinted. It just, I think maybe tastes like strawberry. It's strawberry flavor. I'm so excited. So I did pick that up, and I think I got like a moisturizer so I could get free shipping, but I caved. I was like, Strawberry Girl Summer, okay. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna try it. I just love the kind of squeezy tube lip balms. I love the ones I've had from Summer Fridays. I really like the Refi one. I've been using that lately. I've just been really trying a lot, and I just think that glowy glossy lip is so pretty, so easy to wear when you're wearing no makeup or a full face of makeup. I just love that little lip liner, and it's perfect. I showed these a little bit on my Instagram, and I think I uploaded that short over on YouTube as well, but Sigma did come out with some bite-sized little quads, and and I really liked these. You guys know I tend to like a smaller eyeshadow palette, and so these are just 4 pan palettes. They all have a couple mattes and then a couple shimmers. It kind of depends on which one, but all of them are really pretty actually. There's one that's a little bit more cool toned, warm toned. I really liked the blueberry one. The gray that's in there just leans blue just enough. Really, really pretty. Yeah, if you want to see swatches, check that video out in my shorts here, but I was really pleasantly surprised. They came in this like Parisian themed packaging, but the actual packaging themselves is just the Sigma kind of more pro look to them, which I don't necessarily mind. I mean, I like fancy stuff, don't get me wrong, but I don't mind a kind of more low-key look as well. And I think these are pretty cheap too. They're like 17 or something. They're 19, but Sigma always does sales. People have codes. I have a code. Like, definitely save money, but they do like a lot of different sales a lot of the time, so there's definitely a way to save on them even more. But I feel like for the quality and all that, I think they're pretty nice, and I was like happily surprised with them. Another palette, this one's from Blend Bunny. If you're into the mattes but you want more of like a true like an indie brand matte palette, I mean, this has a little bit of shimmer, but it really fulfills that. This is the Forget Me Not palette, and it also came out with a brush set. This is for eyes and face though, and it's definitely for sculpting and, you know, doing things like you do with matte eyeshadows and just matte makeup powders in general. Then there are some like highlighter type products in here too, so just want to mention that. Again, we all know how I'm gonna feel about it because I'm not really into that many mattes for sure. Not the palette for me, but I thought I would just, you know, shout it out here. Last, I want to talk about this EOS or EOS. How do you say it? I say EOS, okay? I don't know if that's right, but this is just taking me back to old days, okay? Little blinged out EOS little egg. This is the birthday cake flavor, and I guess it's in collaboration. They're bedazzled by Lexi, but they're $9.99, and I'm like, are these hand done? Like, how is she only charging $10 for bedazzling these? I don't know how long it takes. I just know that, I mean, I like a tedious thing, but if I was bedazzling all of these, how could you charge $9 for it? I would be like, it's gonna be $700. No, I don't know. I mean, I love it. If you're a bedazzle girl and you want a bedazzled EOS lip balm, this is for you. This is birthday cake flavor. That's the best part to me about it, okay? It's vanilla cake, buttercream icing, rainbow sprinkles. Love the flavor. Don't remember loving EOS lip balms. I don't know if they've like updated the formula back in the day, but I remember I bought the one that I bought it when I was on vacation in New York. I want to say I just graduated high school. I don't think my timeline's off. It's sometimes hard, but I was at a Dwayne Reed and got myself one. I was so excited. I'd seen them all over. So anyway, very very nostalgic for me, but I'm not gonna get it, but kind of cute. Kind of interesting. Really want to know how many hours, or like how long does it take to bedazzle a freaking EOS lip balm? Seriously, how long? And is $9.99 enough? Because that's also the product itself. Like, I don't know, it just feels like Okay, anyway, I think I'm gonna leave it here. There's some Milk makeup lip oils that came out. There's a lot of stuff, but we have time to catch up, okay? I was so incredibly sad by the timing of me getting sick. Ugh, I had all these videos, so now I'm just kind of playing catch up, but we'll just play it by ear. I wanted to get something up. I felt good enough today. We'll see how I feel throughout the next like week or so. I know that sometimes it's not super linear, and I'm trying to just give myself grace so I can get back to 100%. And anyway, I just wanted to touch base, talk about the new stuff, because there's so much exciting stuff. I'm like, I have no one to talk about this with. I need some connection, you know what I mean, about makeup. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know all your thoughts on this stuff. What do you want to see reviews on? What do you want to see? I'd love to know, but thanks so much for watching. Other than that, I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.